Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another Magic 2014 Let's Play video. So at the end of my last episode, I had just managed to defeat the Simic clones, and I managed to counter it quite well using my white deck, and now I'm actually on to the next encounter of the duel. I'm actually trying something different here. Basically what happened is I recorded the video for this duel and then accidentally managed to delete the audio commentary for it, so I'm actually having to do this post commentary right now. Not something I've actually done before, so it's actually quite weird. So yeah, this is the sewers. So Ravnica's sewers are an endless maze that runs below the city like a spider web. The path ahead is strewn with bones of the unfortunate souls who never found a way out. Wait, are those tiny teeth marks? So yeah, I decided to go for my Chant of the Moldiah deck. I just fancied playing it. Thought 2 land, pretty good, not bad. Got an Oracle of Moldiah, allows me to play the top card of my deck. It's a nice card. Especially if it's a land card, you can play it, which is quite cool. I had a couple of Rampant Growths, which allowed me to get even more land out, and now Eldrazi Conscription and a Pathrazer of Ulamog, which I was like, they're good cards as well, so I thought, keep the hand. So I started off by playing a land first. Now while I'm doing this, I've got to try and remember my logic for some of these moves and try and explain what I did. So it's quite weird to actually try and do this. I've never done post commentary before, so yeah, this is an entire deck full of rat cards. This is that's his fairly basic muck rat card, so just a 1/1, fairly simple creature. He gets some cool creatures out later on, which are like a 2/2, and every time he gets another one of the same card out, which he has about 1 million of them, he gets something like 4 or 5 of them out at one point. And they're all like 5/5, and it's absolutely crazy. You see that later on in the duel. So I play a Rampant Growth there, get some more land out. So at this point I've got 3, which I'm doing fairly well. I don't think I can play my Oracle of Moldiah until I get my 4th land out, which I think is what I do on my next turn. So I have to let him attack me here. Obviously I can't block because I don't have any monsters down on the field yet. So had to take the hit there, unfortunately. No, Ravenous Rat. So he used that Ravenous Rat, made me discard a card, and basically what I did, I decided to chuck my land when really what I should have done is chuck my Rampant Growth. I realise that now, but at the time I thought, oh yeah, it's a good idea, I'll chuck my land away because, you know, I don't really need it, I got my Rampant Growth, and then thought, well, hang on a minute, Rampant Growth takes land to play it, so I may as well just put my land down in the first place, and probably would have been better off, I think. So I was kind of annoyed, a bit of a herped up moment that was. So I had to wait another turn before I could summon my Oracle of Moldiah. So yeah, that was kind of annoying, and something that I realised literally straight away afterwards, that I should have played my land. So he attacks with both of his creatures here. I have to take a couple of damage. So he's attacking with both of his rats. Both of them are now tapped. So basically, if I did manage to get something with haste down, which I don't think I do in this deck, but there we go. He obviously knows that I can't play any monster to defend myself with. Here they are, the Relentless Rat. So basically with this card, it's a 2/2, and he gets 1/1 for every other Relentless Rat that he summons. So most of his deck is made up of these Relentless Rats, and it's pretty badass. If you can get 3 or 4 of them down, you suddenly do get a lot of tokens, like 1/1 tokens on all of them. So I managed to play my Oracle of Moldiah here, which basically allows me to then play the top card of my deck if it's a land card straight away, which is pretty cool. I've also got my sorcery card, so I can play an additional land if I want to. And I also saw that my next card coming up was a Primeval Titan. Now I like Primeval Titan because basically it's trample, 6/6, and every time that it attacks or is summoned, I get to play 2 more land cards. So it's a really good card for getting ever increasing amount of land cards, which is exactly what you need for this deck, especially with things like Pathrazer of Ulamog, It That Betrays, and Eldrazi Conscription, which basically all require a lot of land. So those Primeval Titans are very important for the for my strategy that comes up, basically. So he's summoned another one of those Relentless Rats, so he can then do 3/3 damage. I allow him to attack me, so I drop down. I didn't really want to risk my Oracle of Moldiah, especially as it allows me to play the top card of my deck if it's a land card, which is pretty badass. So there we go, you see me draw my Primeval Titan, and I actually have a second Primeval Titan come up as well, which is pretty badass. So there you go, you can see it being played. It's a powerful card as well, it's 6/6, so it's a good powerful card, and it then also allows you to play 2 land card onto the battlefield tap. So at this point I've got something like 7 or 8 land there, which is pretty crazy. So and then oh no, sorry, my next card isn't a Primeval Titan. For some reason it shows up there again for a second. I didn't realise then my next card is a Vastwood Hydra, which is a kind of cool thing. So you can put X/1/1 counters on it as it enters the battlefield. So I play this at the end of the towards the end of the duel, when I have a lot of land cards all of a sudden. Pretty awesome. I think I do actually give my Eldrazi conscription to my Primeval Titan. It becomes something like 16-16, something bonkers like that. Now he's getting a lot of good cards at this point. He's managed to get 3 of those Relentless Rats down. They're all buffing each other, so they're all at 4/4. Well, the two sort of secondary ones are then buffing the first one and each other, so they're at 4/4 at this point. So they're looking pretty good. So I'm able to play a land there, a couple more land. So I'm only able to play 2 that turn. So basically because my Oracle of Moldiah. So I'm looking pretty good at this point. I've got 10 land, a couple of powerful creatures down. I am quite wary of these 3/4/4 creatures. What I do decide to do is give Eldrazi conscription to my Primeval Titan, which makes it 16-16, which is just crazy. Do I decide to go for Explore? Yes, I do, because basically that allows me to play an extra land and to does it allow me to draw a card? I think it allows me. Yeah, allowing me to draw my Vastwood type Hydra as well, which is pretty badass. So here you can actually see me attacking with my Primeval Titan with. And then basically because I attacked, it allows me to summon even more land, and because it's got because Eldrazi conscription gave it Annihilate, I was able to take out a couple of his lands as well. So what he actually does here is, does he actually decide to block? I don't think he does, which confused me at the time, because I basically then just did 16 damage to him and we got down to 4 health. Although he then does have 3 4/4 creatures, and he does summon one more of those rat things as well. So at this point he's got 4 5/5 creatures, and I can't block. Well, I can block with 1 card, but I can't block enough damage to stop him. And what I get really confused about here is why he only decides to attack with 1 creature, because he had enough damage there to effectively take me out, I think. So he had 5, 10, 15, 20, he had 22 damage there. All I could do was block 2. Now, I don't get why I got very, very lucky there that he basically decided not to attack, which, in my personal opinion, was a mistake by the computer. But then again, this is a computer; it's not a person. A real life person like myself probably would have been quite aggressive there and gone, "Yeah, let's just attack with everything, all out attack." But then again, because I had cards in somebody I work with who's quite a big Magic fan, he did suggest that the computer's probably been programmed to. If it sees cards in my hand, to be quite wary of that, and I could possibly have something that would be able to stop him. So at this point, I've pretty much run away with the duel. I've attacked again. I've got even more land down on the battlefield. He basically, at this point, he has to defend with every single one of his cards, because if he doesn't defend, he loses. If he does defend, he loses all his cards, at which point I've pretty much won the duel anyway, because all he has left at the end of this is 1 2/2 card. So this is pretty much the point where I've won this duel. Like I said, I personally, I feel quite lucky that I won that duel, because my most powerful creature got tapped. He had 4 5/5 cards, which would have done a total of 20 damage, which I wouldn't have been able to stop. And yeah, that was personally, I think it was a mistake by the computer there, but it's the computer playing and not myself, so not really much I can do about that. I got pretty lucky, won the encounter. To be honest, it wasn't the most difficult encounter. Even without that luck, I think if I'd retried it with a slightly different deck, it wouldn't have been as difficult as it looked anyway. So there we go. You can see me getting a 14/14 creature down. I got an achievement there for being counter crazy. Got an X amount of 1/1 tokens on a creature, and yeah, basically I got rid of almost all of his land there. As my Ullumug's Crusher's got like a 3/3 Annihilate, and basically he can't defend either because he can only be blocked by 3 creatures or more. So that's me won the duel. Like I said, I got really lucky there. I don't think I would have won. I don't think I would have won that if he decided to attack with all of his creatures. But hey ho, would he have done? If I had blocked one of his 2/2 creatures, would he have done it? He would have had 5/5/5. He still would have. I swear to God, he still would have won. Like, even if I had been able to block one of his 5/5 creatures. So yeah, you can see me have unlocked a Woodborn Behemoth there, a new card for my deck. So providing I have 8 or more land on the field, he gets +4/+4/+4 and trample, which is pretty badass. So there we go. That was the penultimate duel of the encounter dealt with. All I've got left now to do with this encounter is Masks of the Dimir. I'm guessing I've probably got to face Ramaz as well. The whole point of this campaign is to take on Ramaz. And yeah, I quite enjoyed that duel. It was nice, short and sweet. I won relatively easy with a little bit of luck on my side. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, please comment my videos. It's the best thing you can do for me. It's always nice to hear your feedback, what I've done well, what I haven't done well. Please also like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more in future. And again, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.